Xolos is more than a team. It is an inspiration to the Latino community and inspires Latino kids to become what they always wanted to be: a professional soccer player. Club Tijuana Xoloscuincles de Caliente, commonly referred to as Xolos de Tijuana or simply as Xolos, is a Mexican professional soccer club from Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico, down south of San Diego, California. It was founded in January 2007 by Jorge Hank Ron. On December 2, 2012, Xolos later became Liga MX champions, but it was not as simple as that. The team first had to pass through the second division. For Xolos to go to first division, you would have to win the tournament. Teams with big names go and play Tijuana like America, Pumas, Cruz Azules, or even Chivas. This would be a big deal for Tijuana because just a few years back, they did not even have a team at all. Even having a team was already a big deal in Tijuana.
I say, why does it feel so good?
So after several long years of trying so hard to win the tournament, they finally won it against Irapuato, 2-1. When they won the tournament, it was a huge day for Tijuana. Crowds of people will go out and celebrate. They will finally have a first division team.
So good to be back. 'Cause if there's trouble that you're looking for, oh baby,
Estadio Caliente was inaugurated on November 11, 2007. In a game between Xolos and Pumas Morelos, the attendance reached a capacity of 13,000. Estadio Caliente was located near Agua Caliente's race track in Tijuana.
So good to be back.
The stadium was a multi-use stadium. This means that the stadium is used for several different occasions. In July 2009, the capacity increased to 16,000 seats. The owner, Jorge Hank, wanted Tijuana to have a first division team, but for Xolos to have a first division team, they needed a capacity of at least over 15,000. The team was later qualified to become first division after the capacity increased. Club Xoloscuincles added 4,000 seats to Estadio Caliente, pushing its capacity to 20,000. The team also remodeled the players' dressing rooms and resurfaced the dirt parking lot with a stone surface. It still did not compare to stadiums like Omi Life that has a capacity of 45,000, that double the size of Estadio Caliente, or Estadio Azteca that reached a capacity of 104,000 seats, and that is 5 times as big as Estadio Caliente. These are just naming a few stadiums in Liga MX. These teams are more known, so therefore, they have bigger stadiums. Jorge Hank, president of Club Tijuana, has announced several times in press conferences that the project is far bigger than a stadium and a first division team. The institutional plan involves soccer schools and clinics throughout the region, including San Diego and Los Angeles. For players like midfielder Joe Benny Corona, who was born in Los Angeles, California, but later moved to San Diego. Joe Corona comes from Mexican Salvadorian descent. He started his career in Nomads, following the lead of other players who also came from the same club. He later got a scholarship for San Diego State. Later on, he went to Xolos youth team. He later went to the first team. In his professional game, he scored the only goal. Although they lost 2-1, it must have been a big success to him coming from the youth team. Xolos is a team that has not been around for a long time, but it has made a lot of history. Xolos had a challenge in front of them. Most of the teams that come from second division instantly get relegated back. So what Xolos owner Jorge Alberto Hank did is sign players like Fernando Arce, Leonardo Augusto, Jose Sand, Higuito Alvaro Rios, and Drayo Morono. All this money cost him a total of $3.5 million. the 2011-2012 season did not go as they hoped. They only won 3 games, tied 9, and lost 5. During the middle of that season, they fired coach Joaquin Del Olmo and signed Antonio Mohamed. Xolos would have more success in the 2012 Clausura season, going to the playoffs, but later losing to Monterrey. The 2012-2013 Apertura season was much more success, with a team that consisted of players Edgar Castillo, Javier Gandolfi, Cecilio Saucedo, Christian Palermo, Vidal Martinez, and Dulvio Riascos. These players were very helpful for Tijuana being able to win the Liga MX championship. When Xolos were not around, everyone from Tijuana would go for another Liga MX team. They would go for teams like Chivas, America, Cruz Azules, or Pumas. But when Xolos came to Tijuana, lots of people switched over. Also, a lot of people from Baja California or Baja California Sur would not go for a team or would not be as passionate to their team because they wouldn't be one near the city or even the state. But when Xolos came around, it is like it represented them and they would cheer for them because they felt like it was their team. The location of Xolos didn't only attract cities in Mexico, it also attracted cities in USA, like San Diego. Lots of people from San Diego crossed the border to see Xolos play. Having lots of people support Xolos from the US is a big deal. Before, most of the people in the US did not know who Xolos were or what they did. Now more and more people are knowing about Xolos, and this is big because they were nothing looking a few years back. Get low when the whistle go. Jorge Hank Ron was born January 28, 1956. Jorge is a Mexican politician, businessman, and owner of Mexico's largest sports betting company. Grupo Caliente, an eccentric and controversial personality, he served from December 2004 to February 2007 as the president of the municipality of Tijuana. He is the son of former Mexico City Mayor Carlos Hank Gonzalez and Guadalupe Ron. This is how many people believe he makes his money, but there are some rumors that he's involved with Mexican cartels. How does Jorge Hank make his money?